Libra, first card out, the Empress, followed by the Nine of Pentacles. Bringing in a dream for yourself. It's like you're working on receiving something, manifesting something. This is your present energy. It feels like you've really got into a place of contentment where you really know yourself. It's like you're moving in a place of integrity. You know what you truly value, what it is you'll invest in, what it is you won't. It's like, it feels like following some kind of moral code, following your values, setting boundaries where you need to. There's something about how you're not going to entertain things that are not for your highest good in some way, and I feel like you're unapologetic about that at this time. So your dreams are coming first, and I feel like that's good judgment. That's the advice, to continue putting your dreams first, following your heart, opening your heart to receive what it is that you're co-creating. You could have gone through some kind of spiritual awakening in the past. It's like Kundalini energy. I feel like experiencing certain feelings and things that you hadn't experienced before, having a different knowing than you had before. This could have gone on for some time. It's like you're coming out of, feels like the dark night of the soul kind of energy. It's like you've shifted something internal so that you could move forward. You can get trapped in that kind of cycle. But it's like, I remember seeing some interview, I think it was with Michael Beckwith, and it was about how to get out of that stage, it's like, who would you need to be? Think to yourself, like, if my life was going to be like this, if I was in this place for the rest of my life, who would I need to be able to cope with that? And it's like, instead of being beaten by this storm, it's like you're dancing with it. You've surrendered to some kind of transformation. Feels like it's been very lonely, something that's gone on for some time. I feel like it's led you to like meeting your higher self, to embracing certain things about yourself that you hadn't embraced or maybe forgot about, certain talents, certain gifts. Remembering a softer side of yourself. Maybe something put you in kind of that masculine place, maybe even unhealthy masculine energy. And it's like reclaiming your sensitivity, not feeling guilty for that, not feeling weak for being in that heart-centered space, realizing the amount of power that comes with that. Like not being scared to embrace your inner child, to let your inner child run free. Not being scared to go after your dreams, even if they don't look appealing to others, or if it seems too much. It feels like how a childlike imagination, like getting back to that. And I feel like that's why you're going to be so successful, why you are so successful in what it is you're manifesting for yourself. Where others may see this as naive, it's like misinterpreting you using the power of your heart. Maybe others view you as immature, but it's like that's actually your source of strength. I feel like the fact you've even kept this childlike energy, the fact that you've healed in some way, or the fact that you still have an open heart after these challenges, after these changes, after this awakening, whatever this is, it feels heavy. It feels like navigating through the dark, feels very lonely, isolating. But it's like you found the warrior within, but still staying connected to your heart. I feel like you know this is your greatest asset. You're not fazed if others judge you for this, because you know what it's bringing in. I feel like you're happy to take action regardless of other people's judgment. It's good advice to continue to grow your money at this time. Seek out investments, things that work for you, that align with who you are. Maybe you thought there was only one way of doing something. It's like something that you're gifted with, or something creative that you do. It's like it's going to bring in a lot of wealth for you. If you're looking at doing something and you don't think it can be done because it's not been done before, it's like, trust that maybe even if you're the first person to do this, it's like you've been prepared to have this opportunity. I Don't doubt yourself. Know that you can make something from nothing. It's like you're your own resource. Your intuition's what's got you this far. It's like following your intuition, following these hunches, these first instincts, regardless of how delirious it looks to others. It's like that's actually what's laid foundations. That's what's got you this far. That's prepared you for this passionate new beginning. It's like you're about to see that you've made the right decisions, that the battle's been worth it. The energy's about to shift, near future. It feels very passionate, fiery. A new beginning. You're coming out of some energy of stagnation, out of this hermit energy now. It's like you see yourself, you're ready to get moving. It's like you've integrated some past seasons, some past lessons. I feel like you're eager to just like fly forward. There may have been some delay. It's like you need to maybe know something else, or it's been for your protection that you haven't been, that the way's not been cleared for you just to run free, to like speed forward. It's like you needed to gain some kind of clarity. You needed to be at a certain point before you did this. I feel like being around those that truly care for you, that love you, that you truly trust is what's going to help you right now. Being in that energy of unconditional love, going where you're appreciated, celebrated, not feeling like you need to dim your light for others, people that understand you on your dream in some way, or maybe just people that they don't have to know about what it is you're creating, but just environments that you can really be your authentic self in, that you feel most yourself. Your hope was to build something long term, to be in a place where you can give back to others, serve in some way. I feel like something triggered the end of codependency. It's like you, for your own peace of mind, for your own confidence, you needed to prove to yourself that you could build something alone, that you could build something solo. It's like you don't want to have to rely on anyone. You want to know that you can fall back on yourself. It's a very independent energy. There's going to be communication coming in very soon. Something to do with money, something to do with an opportunity for you to bring in some kind of wealth. Could be a business opportunity. But it's like your hope was to be in this Queen of Pentacles energy, but out comes this King of Pentacles energy. I'm hearing that there could be some kind of romantic connection, unexpected, or you have a spark with somebody that communicates with you about business. Yeah, as I say that, the Lovers. It's like you don't realise this though. Is it somebody you already know? I'm hearing no. It's an end of a cycle. Something had to end. Something that put you in emotional turmoil. This feels like a new energy, of course. It's a general reading. It's not going to resonate for everyone. Take what does. But it's like something you're very passionate about. You're going to receive communication on something you're very passionate about. It feels like a business opportunity, or opportunity to network or socialise or do something. It's going to lead to you having long-term stability. Either this person communicating with you ends up being a lover, or somebody that you're interested in, they're interested in you, somebody you was meant to meet, or by accepting this business opportunity, by putting yourself out there, having the confidence to network and do something, say yes to something, it's actually going to bring you out of this place of emotional turmoil. It's going to lead you to this love. It's definitely looking like a change. There's been some loss that's left you emotionally unavailable. Maybe you had to focus on yourself for some time with the Hermit card. Chariot, but things are picking up now. Hierophant. Yeah, it's like follow your passions. By following your passions, saying yes to adventures, having that childlike energy in terms of jumping in first and thinking about things later. Of course, assess, make a head-heart decision. But it's like, don't dismiss your gut because of some kind of fear. Be aware of the fears that may prevent you moving forward. So if they arise, you can address them and still take action. There is a long-term commitment here, something new. There may be someone from the past that's still lingering about, but I don't feel like this is something that's going to get in the way of this. It's like you're not who you were when you went through this heartbreak. Maybe this past person or whoever this is, maybe it could be situations, but it's like whatever this past situation was, this person thinks you're still who you were when you were with them. But it's like you're not. You've transformed. You've evolved. If there's any communication, it's like they're not speaking to the same person they once spoke to. And I feel like this is what you was hoping for, something to balance out in yourself, so you didn't need that to have that communication. It's like you gave yourself closure, took your independence back. That's helped you to balance something out, helped you to build something for yourself. It broke your own heart to choose to set boundaries, but that's how you've been led to build this empire. That's the truth. Something needed to go. It led to some kind of healing, to this awakening. You've been very successful. It's like you can reflect on this. You're about to be able to really bask in your success, in all the hard work that you have put in. It's been challenging. It's like doing what you need to come out of that place of overthinking. Certain opportunities that are coming in to make money, to create something, they feel like new opportunities. This is something that's going to help you to overcome obstacles in other areas of life, so you don't have to feel like you need to hold on to money. It's like you've created this turning point for yourself. Tower situations happened so that you could come out of this place of lack. Maybe it's like you knew you needed to take action, but there was some fear there. So it's like the universe had to step in, divine intervention. Things had to be moved around on your behalf. I feel like that wasn't comfortable, but it got you moving. You've been successful. It's like you've shown yourself this inner strength that you didn't know that you had. Yeah. It's like this is what's waiting for you on the other side of that. It's like successfully laying foundations for yourself. Could be seeing a lot of fours. Like meditating would be great. It feels like that's something you must have been doing to even get to this point. The desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. Literally sitting on the Sun card, it's like moving towards the things that light you up, following your own inner light, creating from the inside out in terms of, it feels like a very romantic energy, like romanticizing your life, doing what you want when you want to do it. A certain kind of lifestyle. I feel like it's taken a lot of work. It's been like diligent. You've had to really run through certain obstacles, like head first through the storm to get to this place. It's like there was no other option. News worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations or births, friends you cherish. Yeah, it's something about there was no other option. It was like repeat a past cycle or get moving. I feel like you felt like there was no option, but you did have an option. You could have fell back into past situations and you haven't. It's like, yeah, indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others, feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. I feel like you've already taken the action physically. It's like, you know you need to do this. It's kind of like shutting your eyes and just taking the leap, trying to ignore what it is that you feel uncomfortable about. But I feel like subconsciously that may be slowing you down. It's like, address it instead of trying to ignore it and suppress whatever this past situation is. It's like, bring it to the forefront of your mind, work through those feelings, release it once and for all. However, you need to do that. You don't have to communicate with someone in order to cut cords like that. I feel like journaling about how you feel, burning that, writing a letter to someone, like whatever. Yeah, release. 13, let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities, time to move on. End of a cycle. 50, the alligator integration. The powerful gift of alligator medicine is to fully appreciate and integrate all that life offers. Gator shows us the value of thoroughly digesting both the pleasures and pains of life. In many ways, alligator's medicine is reflected in its behaviour. Gator medicine people refrain from passing judgment until they have examined all the facts and seen all sides of any situation. It may be time to drop opinions and judgments so that the present situation can be fully understood. Gator might have surfaced in the river of your life to tell you to digest the situation at hand before making any rash moves. You could also be dealing with someone who is too serious or rigid. If this is the case, embrace your flexibility, knowing that you're expanding beyond your former limits. There could be something with this past situation. It's like you were being delayed in terms of, it's like you weren't committing to your purpose because somebody's energy was in the way, or maybe you didn't jump into passions because you were sacrificing what it is you love to do to invest in some situation, relationship maybe. So it's like releasing that, not feeling guilty for moving forward, taking the lessons and moving forward, making sure that you've seen all aspects of a situation. Something may have escaped your perception. I feel like with this journey, this past journey, I feel like it's been intense. Maybe there's still a case of like you being in that energy even though your reality has shifted. It's like you catching up with the external instead of the external catching up with you. It's like things are already here, but maybe you're still stuck in some kind of past replay, like replaying some past situation mentally that's keeping you in a certain place. But I feel like it's more of an illusion. It's like it's not here, it's just a shift of perception. The beaver, number 22, the doer of the animal kingdom. Maybe a warning to watch your back. So there may be somebody from the past. It's like you're wondering why you need to release this person, place or thing, whatever it is. It's like you know intuitively something needs to go, but you're not sure why. It's like there's a possibility it's for your protection. It's like something may be going on behind closed doors that you're not seeing, that you've not heard. But it's like something that you wouldn't like, why this person, this place or this thing can't come through with you to the next level. continue with you on your journey. It's like trust that everything's happening in your favour, that it's not punishment. That if something's being removed from your life, it's not for your highest good. Put your ideas into action, or to complete some project that has been neglected. Settle differences with fellow workers or friends. So it's like setting boundaries, releasing attachments from certain people, places and things, but without really confronting situations. Maybe it's like people can only understand to the level of their own awareness, to how they perceive things. So it's like, is it worth really trying to prove your point in something? Maybe someone just doesn't understand you and it's not for them to understand you at this time. It's like, release them in love. Not feeling like you need to be understood in order to move forward. Giving yourself that closure. And 29, the badger aggressiveness. If badger is part of your medicine, you are quick to express your feelings and you do not care what the consequences are. Badger people oftentimes insist on carrying the ball for the touchdown. This attitude, however, does not endear them to their teammates. Badger medicine may also point to the aggressive healer who will have the courage to use unconventional means to exact a cure. Like the mother who sits for days nursing a child with a high fever, badger is willing to persist. Badger people can be vicious gossips or may exhibit a chip on the shoulder syndrome if they are out of balance. You can be sure that people with badger medicine will be aggressive enough to make it to the tops of their chosen fields because they do not give up. They are also the finest healers because they will use any and all methods to ensure healing and will not give up on the critically ill. A badger person is often the boss and the one that everyone fears. That same boss will surely keep any company afloat. Badger gets the job accomplished. Badger certainly is a source of strength. So it's like, be aggressive enough to go after what you want, but staying in that open-hearted place. It's like, maybe others are seeing you as blunt. It's not a case of making enemies. It's a case of thanking everyone for the part they played in your journey, realising that everything that's happened up until now has helped you to evolve into who you are, helped you to be able to build what it is you want for yourself, giving you the wisdom and the understanding to be able to integrate past lessons, to love aspects of yourself that maybe you once rejected. And it's like channeling that aggressiveness into the right things instead of holding some kind of resentment from a past situation, releasing that, but channeling that energy, transmuting it and channeling it into what it is you want to create. It's like investing your energy in what is actually worth investing in, not letting it leak out to some past person, place or thing that's keeping you stuck. A bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made. I'm going to leave it there, but if this did resonate, like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.